Be prepared for highly offensive language from the start and throughout, and adult and sexual themes. So tonight saw Big Brother's big twist come to a head as Jarrah re-entered the house. It all looks like fun and games at the minute, but it's not going to last. It's time for Bit on the Side.
Jarrah are back in the house. They are back. Oh, the headaches last night. They caused, in their own words, a faeces hurricane, which I think is quite nice. When they returned, there were tears from Jenna, tantrums from Farrah, and now the house is back to how we like it, full of the drama. And to celebrate their return, we have handpicked just some of Jarrah's best insults from their weekend in the secret suite. And believe me, there was a lot to choose from. We'll be hearing a couple of them throughout the show, I think. And speaking of Jarrah, which we do a lot on this show, they thought they were putting the housemates up for eviction with their nominations, when in actual fact, they were giving them immunity. So, as a result, the housemates up for eviction this week are Gail, Janice, Scoop, and Stevie and Chloe Jasmine. Now listen, it is a double bubble eviction tomorrow. But before we get on to discussing the nominations, there's been a lot of jumping and jiving in the house recently, so I've only gone someone back, and I... Dr. Darcy's back! Go now. Go, Peter. But now, for tonight's main event, let's meet the panel. First up, she's got an infectious laugh, but if you get on the wrong side of her, she'll give you a Caribbean punch. It's Rusty Lee! Next up, it's about time we got a business brain on our box panel. It's James's apprentice fellow friend, Southern actor! And finally, she's got more faces than Jenna and Farrah put together. It's impressionist Francine Lee! Right, cut the track. Cut the track. Cut that track. I'm out of breath. I can't deal with this. Let me take a minute. Let me just take a minute. And we're fine. Right, let's crack on with tonight's show. Rusty, what are we making of the return?
Wow! You know, of all the shows I wanted to be on was this one. I'm so excited. I've been on the edge of my seat. I've just wanted to be here, you know, so much earlier just to watch them. Oh, my goodness, I so loved it because we're all in on that secret.
And they weren't.
And they weren't, and they were so vicious and going into murder, basically. So I'm going to give that for the hot birthday, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. Oh! And then, oh, it was just like making a fabulous cake, and it's sinking.
Oh! Solomon, how do you think the girls handled it?
Well, I thought it was mental. I couldn't wait for them to get back into the house and to see everyone's reactions. Like, to see them go in there and then realise what happened. And they were loving it. They were literally getting whipped up, ready to go.
Do you know what I think we should do? I think we should see it again.
Yeah!
Big Brother can now reveal that all of the housemates that Jenna and Farrah have nominated are, in fact, immune.
Let's watch it again in slow motion. Let's take a look. Where is it? There it is. Look at that reaction. She is gutted.
Loving it.
Do you know what's more funny, though? She gives it the whole, yeah.
That's what I love. She gave it that and they told. But what I couldn't believe was Farrah's reaction. She was so gutted, but she wasn't having any of it. She was just talking over everyone, going, "Oh yeah, fucking who cares?" Da 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 da, and she was just going on. But really, she was feeling such.
She was dying. But they were brilliant reactions. I've got to be honest. They were the reactions we wanted. But there was one reaction that I think just topped everyone. Here's Gail.
Right, cup of tea, anyone?
Girls.
If there was ever a perfect moment for a brew, like, we were now. Francine, are you glad that they're back in the main house now?
Obviously, I'm glad they're back because they create all the fun in that house.
Yes.
I hate them, though. Totally hate both of them.
They're typical love to hate.
They are the two women who are the biggest bitches I have ever seen on Big Brother or ever come across. And do you know what? Austin, I love the way Austin went in there and he told them what he thought. Because even Natasha, even though she's feisty, to me, she's not feisty enough. I would have let Farrah have it. What she said about her, you know, with the baby. I thought that was totally out of order. And I would have, honestly, I would not have.
I'd annihilated her.
Yeah, so would I. I thought she was very, very dignified, to be honest.
She was. I think she was. I was expecting Natasha to maybe fly off the handle a bit.
So was I.
What were we making of them two coming back in? Oh, Barbara's put her hand up. Bless her. Go on.
If you notice, Farrah was really embarrassed and she kept backing away because she didn't know how else to react.
Yeah.
And I think now the others have got something over them.
Got a bit of an upper hand.
Yeah, I agree. Exactly what Barbara said. And you know what made me laugh even more?
What?
When Bobby gave back their present.
Happy birthday! Well, listen, Jenna seemed to find it the toughest that she got played by Big Brother, whereas Farrah, you know, she did a good job of maybe, like, acting that she was taking it in her stride. Rusty, what do you make of their friendship together?
They are both as caustic as each other. But the one winds the other up. Jenna winds Farrah up.
Yeah.
She, for instance, she went, "Did you see them disrespecting you, jumping on the bed?" And she goes, yes, she was jumping on the bed. You know,
She stirs the pot, doesn't
she just stirs it up and she winds her up and sends her on and she goes through it.
But you say that, but then Austin warned Jenna to keep away from Farrah.
Yes.
So, Solomon, who do you think the real ringleader is there? Because a lot of people are saying, yeah, Jenna winds Farrah up, but then a lot of the inside, from the housemates' point of view, they're sitting there saying, Jenna, you're being tarred with Farrah's brush. So what do you think?
I think Jenna is the ringleader. Like, she is crazy. They are both mega bitches. But I think Farrah's got, like, a little bit of a soft core.
No.
Like, she is. Can I say? She is.
I genuinely thought this was going to be my one TV moment where Rusty Lee murders someone on my show. I knew that was going to be it. Francine, do you think their friendship could be in jeopardy now? Because I don't know what you think, but when I was watching, Jenna's face when Austin was like, Jenna, we haven't got a problem with you, it's Farrah. I just saw for that little moment that Jenna was like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, so you like me? Maybe I might jump ship. What do you think?
I think totally what you're saying. I could see that. She was like, oh, was that... She, you know, she was trying to... Because she knows they're all saying, oh, we liked you. It's not about you. It's all about her. But in that room, it was about her. She was being the nastiest. She was saying about Bobby, you know, let him die in hell and all of those sort of things, saying he was the unfunniest guy she'd ever seen. She was the one saying all the nasty things, but I think you're right. If they're all attacking Farrah, she's quite happy now to sit back and be the liked one. I do think that.
You think that might happen?
And I think as well with Natasha, she's right. Why are people backtracking now? Why are they saying, oh, we didn't mean it about you? And and saying also, you know, Janice, I was surprised at Janice because she said, oh, I only said that because, you know, that I had to. and I actually thought to myself at that point, why are you doing that, Janice? Natasha's right. Tell them how it is.
That's what Francine means. Well, you brought her up. Natasha, Bobby and Austin pretty much made it clear that they weren't happy to see him back. Rusty, how do you think the house dynamics are going to change now? Because even though they knew they were in the secret room, the house did seem to be quite a happy house.
They were happy without them. At last, we managed to see a bit of the Brits reacting to certain things.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like was when they had the opportunity to really give them alpha leather. They just didn't, and I think Gail was the one who sat on the fence a lot and wouldn't really say what she meant. And I thought this was the time to really go and tell them, you know, get it off your chest. But all of a sudden they start to get fearful.
But
and
let's just thank the Lord that Gail made that cup of tea, though. I mean, you know.
But I think that was tactical. I think Gail did that as a tactical thing. I think she wants the public to think, oh, you're so lovely, Gail. You know, a bit like what Scoop. You know, a bit like what Scoop is doing. I think Gail is so desperate to be liked by the public.
It's funny you've said Scoop because, I mean, Scoop's like their American BFF, isn't he? Let's be fair. He even seemed quite stressed out at the fact that they'd returned. Do you think the Brits might come out on top after all after this?
Well, they should do. Don't you think they definitely should come out on top because they've been steamrolled over by the Jenner and Farrah show. They've been totally steamrolled over. Everybody's backing off. This is what I said. You know, if someone's coming up and bringing war to you, we Brits can fight, and I don't see why they're stepping back. You know,
Solomon, obviously you know James really well. Do you think James and the rest of Team UK can literally use this to their advantage now and sit there and go, do you know what? You've had your time, girls. This is our time to shine.
100%. Like, definitely. Like, I think the Brits will always win. Like, we're natural winners, right? We're gonna bring it home. But at the same time, I just want to say, like, I'm not Team Farrah. Don't worry.
Better be.
Tiny bit. Just
Rusty, sit down.
But I just want to say, you know, if you're getting so much stick, like they've been in a room together and they're hearing all the house just slag them off like constantly. Obviously, you're going to be like,
oh my God,
pissed off by that. Like,
yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that. But
and they need,
the looks when they found out it was fake.
Oh, priceless! That look was absolutely priceless, and everyone. And I loved Natasha's face, how she was taking it and going,
And Bobby just going. Listen, on that note, give him a round of applause. I just really want to finish this part by going. Still to come, Stevie and Chloe, Gail, Janice and Scoop are going to be battling it out ahead of tomorrow's eviction. We're going to hear from their friends and celebrity fans as they try to convince you to keep them in the house. But if you've already made your mind up, here's the all-important numbers you need. Who stays? You decide! You decide. This week, it's a double eviction. Gail, Janice, Scoop and Stevie and Chloe Jasmine all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Gail, add 06. For Janice, add 08. For Scoop, add 11. For Stevie and Chloe Jasmine, add 13. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. Brothers bit on the side, the show that is definitely as well-rounded as Jenna's booty and Farrah's lips. I'm just saying, we are rounded. And speaking of being gobby, we've seen a lot of insults leaving Jarrah's mouth this weekend. So, warning, if vulgarities offend you, maybe just cover your eyes and ears now.
You better watch out, because we're in charge, bitches.
Fuck you, Natasha, you fake bitch. Go have another baby by another man.
Yes.
You're speaking
You're
shit right now.
shit right now, Dip.
He's like a complete idiot.
What a loser. Seriously, these people are losers.
I can't believe he dated Marc Jacobs.
It taught me how to master the art of rejection.
Well, we're rejecting your ass right now.
As a whole.
You are a whole. They need to be voted off just because of this. Cheers to your epic untalented ass.
Oh. Just shut the fuck up and act.
I feel like I want to throw up.
She's an alcoholic, a liar, a manipulator, and a whore.
Mark's probably cringing.
You guys are wackadoos.
She's the definition of cray-cray. Her personality is fucking shit.
Holy shit talkers.
Well, grow up,
You're being a dick. I'll eat you.
weirdo.
I'll be here all night.
They didn't hold back. Well, listen, that was the weekend, but I think we should find out what mischief they've been getting up to today, because it's time for today's news. At 12:30 this afternoon, Janice took all of her frustrations out on James's face as they got ready for yet another day in front of the cameras, because he's worth it.
Look up. Look at me. This sets it. This is what I learned. Stop picking your bloody fucking nose. Okay? Shut your eyes lightly.
That's not my man anymore.
He's different.
You're a model. You've put makeup on before.
Not in my house when I'm lounging around all day.
I'm tired.
Chin down, chin down.
You're so pretty, James. You said I'm breaking out. You look like a prince. I've got black eyes.
No, he's King James Hill the First.
King James Hill the First, darling.
King James Hill the First. His ass
I can assure you that no Jameses were harmed in the making of that clip. He is fine. But shortly after, at 12:47, it seems that Chloe's love for bread has built bridges between Austin and Jarrah.
You're so lucky. You haven't had that shit for 2 days.
Oh, God.
They are
What shit?
those two.
Chloe and CB.
They like really bother you?
Yeah.
Did you hear like what Chloe did
No, I
with the
didn't.
bread? Tell her.
They've got like 5 loaves.
Yeah, we have made ours. Yeah.
So she came in, ripped off half of a brand new challah bread,
Yeah.
put it in the oven, practically burnt it. And then someone goes, Chloe, you can't have that. That's their only bread. And she's like, oh, sorry. And just left it out. And you know, once in like 2, 3, 4 minutes, it goes, you can't eat it.
Yeah. What did you say to her, Austin? Were you like, hey, you know we only have certain amounts of bread?
Of course I did.
Oh, God.
It's every 3 hours something with her.
Well, let's just hope their friendship doesn't go stale. The jokes are getting worse as we go on. One this afternoon. Sorry. Scoop shocked the housemates with details of a grisly encounter in his backyard. Bear with me on this one. That's another one.
Do you have bears?
No.
Where I'm from, there's serious bear. Like I could go out in my garden, my thing, and 3 bears would just be sitting there. They just sit there kicking it.
But you can't move and you know no fear.
Yeah.
Now, all this bullshit about eviction and shit, that's bullshit. When you face a bear, or a great white, you got to know what to do.
You got to know what to do. In New Jersey, they give the kids a class on what to do when a bear comes.
Right. So in Jersey, there's bears.
What?
Yeah. They are so protective, as I am of my children here. And y'all know that.
I think there's a show in that somewhere, like when Janice met the bear. And finally, at 2:19 this afternoon, the housemates took part in their very own sex ed class. And seems Bobby's got a lot to learn.
As men have evolved, you know, from Neanderthal, you know, I believe that it is the women that do all the work.
Oh, yes.
And it is the women who give the birth.
They get the tough side of it, don't
But it's
they?
amazing how the body makes you I mean, obviously, we are programmed to forget the pain, so we keep reproducing.
Yeah. I would imagine it's like dreadful constipation. 10 times worse.
Bobby,
No, you try
no.
shitting
Is it
you,
not?
you try shitting through your
Well, when
willy
I've-
a watermelon.
Can you imagine a baby's
See how
head
that
coming out
feels.
of your arsehole?
Out of your
could
butt.
imagine. Yeah, and I couldn't
gotta
imagine
hurt.
when I've had
The size of a
severe-
watermelon.
I've cried because I've had such
that'll
bad
hurt.
constipation.
No, Bobby, it's not like constipation.
I wanted
Not
the
at
air
all.
and everything. When I've had
It's
a-
nothing like
Is
a
it
poo.
Nothing at all.
Okay, your constipated poo might be that big. We're talking a baby's head and a whole body.
I understand. Yeah. I mean, I'm learning.
I just don't want to think about that. All right, now it's today's news. There you go. Now listen, as always, you lot at home have been so vocal on Twitter, and coming up, we've handpicked some actual treats to show to our actual housemates. It's amazing. And you have certainly not held back. Isn't that right, Farah?
Oh, whatever. You're all fucking fake-ass losers, bitches.
All right, Farah. See you after the break. That's rude, Farah. Don't be rude to me. Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Coming up, the Lords of the Dance. Oh, I'm sorry, it's Dr. Dance. It's not. I thought it was my. Yeah, I got. Sorry. Well, listen, he's almost in position anyway, I think. I can see him just doing it. There he goes. Yeah. Ooh, what a shot. Well, listen, whilst he does his final stretches, let's head over to the house for the Thursday exclusive. Now, listen, they've been in there for 19 days and Bobby's only got one thing on his mind. Go on, Peter.
I like those trousers. Really nice.
I was going to wear it with a shirt, but I don't have a white shirt with me.
This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, goodness me. I think... That's what I'm talking about.
I'm getting so sexually frustrated, it's unfucking real.
Well, take your sexual frustration off there.
Relieve
I got a
yourself
bit sexy
once.
today
Honestly.
when I was sitting upstairs.
You got a bit sexy.
Yeah, I got feeling a bit naughty. Got to thinking of some things.
Stop
Can't share them with you, young lady. They're only in my head. Oh, they did make their way down my body, but they... Anyway, enough's enough. We're going to have our lunch in a minute.
You know, some ladies in here are a bit sexually frustrated too.
Are they?
Are you?
Who are those ones? Can you tell me?
I didn't think you girls could, get like that.
No.
Sexually frustrated.
Of course we do.
Really? Not as bad as us men, because we can't win it, can we?
Well, no, probably not as bad, but I've been away from a partner for nearly 3 weeks.
Yeah. I know, that...
Oh, don't like it. Don't like it. Francine, it's been 19 days. Could you cope?
With that lot, probably.
Rusty, got to rush you.
Most definitely. All Bobby has to think about is Farah, and it'll go right down.
Can you imagine? If Farah heard him say that, she'd be going, pervert.
Yeah, you will. Solomon's, anyone catch your eye in the house?
I wouldn't be able to last like 2 days, I don't think, being in there.
Who's getting on here?
You want his phone number, girls?
How would you lot cope? Wait, I saw you prick up then, go on.
I'll cope all right in the house, but it's just Stevie and Chloe enough to put you off anything.
That's all you do. What about you in your onesie? I mean, that show.
Well, I'll be getting the popcorn out and sitting there watching everything kick off.
What, is that, what, you mean you...
Oh, no!
Well, yeah, I think we've got some cross wires now. Anyway, wow. Listen, social media has been going crazy, and I think it will be now as well, since our celebs move into Borehamwood's finest abode. But for one night only, guys, we've let them check Twitter to see what you lot have been saying at home. So let's take a look.
Natasha Hamilton needs to simmer down, thinking she's Beyonce, and a plastic Scouse accent drives me up the wall. Well, all I can say is I would never compare myself to Beyonce. I'm a much better singer than her.
It just came to me
Chloe Jasmine has had Stevie Rich's balls on her chin. Balls on her chin? Oh, what does that mean? I've had his balls in my mouth. Janice, love, you're 60 weight 2 stone. The only thing you're carrying is blood through your veins. I'm not 2 stone. I'm 1.5, bitch. Are these guys insane? I was the first ever supermodel. Farrah should ask for a refund for her therapy sessions, though. Do you not think I've done that? What do you know, you fucking losers? Just shut the fuck up.
We thought we'd give them a little bit, you know. Well, listen, the stereo is pumping and the bass is thumping, and it is time to... Give up for Dr. Well, listen, last week he showed us the housemates' personalities through the medium of dance, but we've seen a lot of movement in the house over the weekend, especially with Farrah and Jenna chassaying out of there and then, you know, waltzing back in. Not to mention the second to none talent we saw in the talent show. The less said about that, the better. So let's start with Farrah and Jenna. What are we making of them?
Well, Farrah and Jenna, when they dance in the house, we see lots of their arms up here. We see
she's putting her arms up.
Yeah, we see that high-powered, high-status kind of moving.
Yeah.
Now, if they were a dance, what they would be like with this showing their very high status would be something like a paso doble.
Oh, what? Right. What's that?
So a paso doble, what they'd be doing, they would be taking their arms and then round, proud shoulders back and head up, and then suddenly the fingers go up and...
What's the cutting?
Well, that's just all kind of the beating as well, the beating that goes with this. And then, of course, the fingers here, of course, these are the knives that go in.
Oh, these are the knives, these are the knives.
And they go... And what they'd be doing, you see, they'd be in the matadors.
Well, actually, I've got to stop you.
Yeah.
Farrah's going to join us for this one. Farrah, come on in. Come on, darling.
Are you fucking kidding? I can fucking dance.
Right, come on then, let's do it with you, Farrah, because this is your dance, darling.
Oh.
Right,
So, present yourself first, chest out, head up, and now go to the top. Here we are, there, and now we stamp and put our fingers here.
There.
And then we clap. And then we go up again, and then, of course, the knives come out, and we stab the bull. And what's really happened is Big Brother has stabbed these two. It's been stabbing them. And whereas Farrah and Jenna thought they were the matadors, they are, in fact, Big Brother's bulls. Oh! Because they're just being stabbed by Big Brother.
What do you make of that?
I love being a fucking bull.
On that note, bye, Farrah. Take care. Back to the house. Back to the house. Farrah loved it. Let's move on to an honorary Brit, a new Brit, Austin. Let's take a look at him. So what are we getting from...
Well, Austin's movement, see, he's a very smooth mover, you see. But there's a bit of a contrast in Austin, because he starts off being all kind of smooth and fluid in his movements. So a bit like the American Smooth. He's doing this American Smooth thing. And over there and over there, then all of a sudden he goes boof, ba, 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 boof, ba. And then there's kind of staccato movement happening.
What's that mean?
Well, it's staccato. His personality, you see. He's either really smooth being American and British, I love everyone, and then somebody irritates him and he goes, ooh, ah, ooh, hey, ah, ooh, ah, 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 ooh, ah, ah, ah. And so what he's doing, he's having staccato movements. And I think this represents the two parts of his soul.
OK, two-part soul. I can get that, What about Janice? Janice!
Oh, Janice. I love Janice. Now, she's the queen of the house. She owns the house. And her walking in as she does as a catwalk model is perfect. She's there, and then she poses and turns on back. And pose. Look at me, everybody. And she's walking. Really confident.
So it's all about
and
the walk.
And a back. Her confidence. You see, she's seen it all before. You see, she's been through the whole mill. So when they're arguing and fighting, it doesn't bother her at all.
So she just struts on out.
No, she's now all the others around them are all panicking and worrying. And, but Janice is so centred.
She don't care.
She's just the queen, and she's posing brilliantly.
Well, let's go to Austin's bit on the side. James.
Oh, James.
What are we getting from James? Oh,
no.
OK. Going a bit
Now,
ravey.
James, although James looks quite nice in some eyes, he dances like a very low testosterone man. He dances in a way that people would find really boring.
Oh.
He kind of does that. And in the laboratory, when we test this, we really do test this in the laboratory, what we find is when people dance like this, in the way that James dances, people get bored watching really quickly.
Are you bored of James?
Yeah. Well, he's moving, he's bored of him moving. And now you see, he looks nice, but his hormones are coming through his dancing, and his hormones aren't that great.
So he's got low testosterone, you think?
Low testosterone. Many women like a man with a high degree of testosterone.
Have you got high testosterone?
Well, I don't. I wouldn't like to say. I wouldn't like to say.
Right, and finally, let's move on to Stevie and Chloe.
Stevie and Chloe. Now, Stevie, what an amazing dancer is Stevie.
Stevie loves the moves,
I can now see why Chloe likes Stevie.
Right.
He can't sing. He's ugly. But
Oh,
when he
you can't
dances,
say that.
No, I can, but it's true, isn't it? But when he dances, he's like a god. He looks fantastic. He dances like a high testosterone man, and he's confident in his moves. He mixes his moves up, and when he's dancing, it's just phenomenal that Chloe is just, she can't take her eyes off him.
So do you think she's mesmerised by his moves?
She's completely mesmerised, just like a bird would be to a peacock with his feathers up in the air, and this is what Steve is doing. But I think, you see, Stevie's hormones are much more superior to Chloe Jasmine's hormones.
Oh!
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think that means for the relationship?
It's going to be over very, very soon. I think so.
Do you think it will?
I think so, because basically I think she's got the looks and he hasn't, but he's got the hormones and she hasn't. And I think any moment now, he'll find a better specimen.
Listen, I love having you in. Please give it up for Dr. Don! In just a minute, we're going to be having a good old natter on the phone with some of our celebrities, friends and family. But first, here's the numbers you need to cast your vote in that all-important double eviction tomorrow. Who stays, Peter?
You decide.
You decide! This week, it's a double eviction. Gail, Janice, Scoop and Stevie and Chloe Jasmine all face the public vote. Who stays? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For Gail, add 06. For Janice, add 08. For Scoop, add 11. For Stevie and Chloe Jasmine, add 13. Calls to the long number will cost 50 pence plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50 pence. Or you can vote via the Big Brother app, where 2 votes will cost you 99p. Voting closes in Tuesday's eviction show. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. Votes cast after lines close won't count. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. The Celebrity Big Brothers bit on the side. Like Farah, we just keep on coming back for more. So let's head back to the house for tonight's second exclusive. And, guys, this is serious. It's the return of the Mankini. Be warned, there's nudity.
Hello, Pops. Hello. Right. Stop! Stop filming! Come on in, you perv. Oh, well, it's all over here now. It's disgraceful. Please, no. Oh, flippin'. Oh, no, I can see your testicles. Oh. Take the sock out, then. You'll fall into no one. You sit up that end. Oh, bloody hell.
Oh, shit.
You timed it wrong, because I just had a wee in here.
Have I? Have you?
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
Oh,
I don't know what's more worrying, the fact of that clip or the fact that from behind that looked like me at my X Factor audition. So, let's get serious and discuss what we've just seen. Francine.
Well, it's not a pretty sight.
No.
Green is not his colour, with his skin tone. And he actually made Bobby look like a real stud muffin in that bag.
Solomon.
Well, I thought it was good. He really managed to get it, like, wedged up the back there, which is pretty, like... I've never seen that before. But he should be careful, because if Chloe Jasmine comes near him, then, like, things could get even realer.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell him that. Oh, he loves it. He'll be sitting in the corner. Rusty, was you a fan of that?
Insult to the eyes, that was. Oh, that was disgusting. And he's got an hairy bum as well. Oh!
Would you share a bath with him?
No way. Ooh, that's disgusting.
Well, listen, let's try and remove that from our minds.
Thanks.
Good luck with that. But it has been a busy weekend of twists and turns. But there's no escaping that tomorrow night either Clovey, Gail, Janice or Scoop will become the third and fourth housemates to be evicted from the Celebrity Big Brother house. Gets scary when it's a double, when you do like that. But I want to know who do our panel think should go. We're also going to be throwing open our phone lines. What are you laughing at? You all right, darling? You all right? You okay?
Hiccups.
Just got the hiccup. Do you want a bit of water? Rusty will sort you out, darling. You all right now? Yeah. Now, don't fuck up the show. Duty of care on TV, duty of care, just saying. We're going to be throwing up our phone lines and talking to each of our nominated housemates, friends and family to tell us why they should stay. So we have got 2 minutes to talk about each housemate. When the time's up, we'll hear this sound. That'll get rid of your hiccups and we'll move on. So first on the line and representing Gal is her good friend Alex. Alex, are you there?
Hi, Ryland.
Hi, babe. Thanks for phoning again. OK, let's get ready
and
start.
I feel like I'm part of this show. It's bloody getting boring.
Here we go, Al. Let's start the clock. Alex, why should Gail remain in the house?
Gail is going to get much better when there's less people in the house. When all those horrible Americans have left, you'll see her true character come out. And she's really sweet. She's really, really funny. She's really lovely. You'll see
we saw in tonight's show, obviously, the only part that Gail was really forceful at was, I'm going to make a cup of tea. Now, I love Gail. I think she's lovely. But what more do you think she can give?
She's just a little bit intimidated by those big people, and so she's not really good with that kind of, she retreats a little bit.
What do you think we haven't seen from Gail that you think that we will?
You haven't seen her witty side yet, and she can be very, very, very witty and very cutting when she feels really comfortable with people. But she's not horrible. She's not a horrible person
I don't
like some
think
of the
she's
others.
horrible. Who do you think should go home tomorrow night?
Out of the ones that are nominated, I think probably the Lovebirds, and I think they should just check into Travelodge and just go and do what they need to do. Because they just...
Other budget hotels are available.
Yeah, budget hotels for them. Just let them go.
Let's throw it to the panel, Al. Rusty, we've definitely seen a bit more of Gal over the last week, but have we seen enough to keep her in?
Not enough. I'm sorry, the friend, but I think Gail... I don't want any of them to go, but I think Gail must go now. And I think the other person who should go... Shall I say it?
You can if you want,
yeah,
babe.
I think, as much as I don't want Scoop to go because he's fabulous, but you wouldn't, would you want... I want to see more from Chloe.
Solomon, what about Gail? Do you think Gail should stay?
I'm gonna be mean here and say I think Gail should probably go. Only because I think she needs to be more feisty and speak her opinions. If she hasn't done that at this stage, I don't think we're gonna see that in the future.
But Francine, do you think we will see any more from Gail? Has she got it?
No, I mean, I've known Gail a long time, and she is lovely, and she's witty.
She is.
And we have seen...
Alex, thanks for phoning, babe. Next on the line and representing Janice is one of her biggest fans, my little hussy, Jamie Hensley. Jamie, there? All right, Huss. Jamie, you ready?
Yes.
Let's start the clock. Jane, why should Janice remain in the house?
I think out of the four, she's given the most into the house. She's been entertaining. She's been TV gold. So I think we need to keep her. And if any American's going to make it through, I want it to be Janice Dickinson.
Who else are you loving in there? Who do you think should go home?
Oh, I think Gail should get out. Check out Gail. Goodbye, babe. Sorry.
Well, let's find out what the panel think. Francine?
Janice is TV gold, like you said. That bit when she was talking about the makeup, I was laughing out loud. Everything about Janice I love. I think she could win this year.
Yeah?
Because I was the first ever supermodel. I love her. She has brought us so much entertainment, and she is going to go all the way.
Yeah.
Solomon?
I want to keep Janice. I think she's like the mad hatter of the group. She's crazy. She's like the wild one, so she's got good energy. She should stay.
You want to see her stay?
Yes.
I love her as well. Janice is amazing. When you talk about something, if you're going up a mountain, she's been up a double one. You know, she's amazing. I love her. She's great fun. When she's talking, I use the makeup and she winds people up, and she's very beautiful with it.
Everything.
What do you guys think, Janice?
I think Janice is right on the money, the way she did the makeup and the eyelashes. I think goodbye Scale, Scoop and Gail, and keep Janice.
Is there anyone here that thinks Janice should go? No! I'm asking!
Do you know what? I do not like people that think there's a hierarchy and they're better than other people. I do feel she thinks she's better because she's done more in her life.
Yeah,
and I think if she was a bit more humble... Listen, if she was
She bought a bell! She bought a bell!
If she was a little bit more humble, then she would be amazing. But she's an amazing housemate, I do give her
James, I'll ring you later, thank you. Next on the line and representing Clovey, it's Chloe's friend Buster. Buster, you there?
I am, hi.
Hello, mate, thanks for calling. Are you ready?
I am.
Let's start the clock. Buster, why should they remain in the house?
I think we're starting to really see Chloe's personality come through and Stevie. I think for the first few days they were quite into themselves and quite pared back, but I think now we're starting to see Chloe's personality coming through. She's starting to speak up for herself a little bit more, and you're starting to see the Chloe that we all know and we all love.
Who do you think should go home then, Buster?
Gail.
You think Gail should go home?
Yeah, Gail, I mean, the only time Gail really says anything is when she's having a go at Chloe. She can't stand up for herself to anybody else, but she'll cuss Chloe for not cleaning up a cup after herself.
But let me just quickly ask you, Buster. We've seen Stevie and Chloe lately, since the task of them splitting apart, we have seen them spending a bit more time apart. As a friend, do you think this is good for their relationship? Because lately we have seen them, like Stevie, likes his own time at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, they generally, in the real world, obviously they don't get to spend that much time. They're not together in a house 24/7.
Yeah.
So we know them apart as well. And I think it's nice for the public to be able to get a gist of their personalities when they're not literally
So it might be nice
hit.
to see the other side of them.
Yeah, 100%.
Rusty, what do you think of Stevie
It's
and Chloe?
really difficult because if I hadn't seen the part where they were so apart this time, where he's saying, leave me alone, I like that. I want to see more from that because I feel like he's...
Oh, you evil witch!
Evil witch! I want to see if, you know, they can grow stronger by being not so
Individuals.
clingy.
Yeah.
You know, because the clinginess has just made us all feel sick.
Solomon, what are you making of Stevie and Chloe?
I like Stevie and Chloe together. I think when you're young...
I want to keep them. I want to keep them.
And when you're young, everyone knows you get touchy-feely, you get, intimate. That's nice to see that. I think seeing love on TV is amazing.
Much.
And,
I didn't get you. I'll talk to you later after the joke. Thanks for phoning, Buster. And finally, representing Scoop, it's one of his biggest celeb fans, and I'm a fan of her. It's Josie Gibson. Hello, mate, lover. Josie, are you ready, babe?
I'm ready. I just got to say hello to Fran a minute. Right, Franny?
Hello, Jose.
This ain't Friends Reunited. Shut up. Josie, let's get ready. Let's start the clock. Jose, why should Scoop remain in that house?
Scoop has got to remain in the house. He's the nicest American in there. Everything he says is so funny because he sounds like he's singing everything. He's nearly taken over Marcus Bentley's job with narrating everything on his singing voice.
No one's getting rid of that, Marcus.
I love anyone who can't pronounce their R's. I just think it's the cutest thing in the world, and Scoop cannot pronounce an R for love nor money.
Josie, who do you think should go then?
Do you know what? I do like her, but I think Gail should go.
Jose, a lot of people have said that, Jose. Why do you think Gail should go?
Because Janice is really funny. Chloe and Stevie are really entertaining to watch. Scoop, I just love the guy. And Gail, I do like, but we're not seeing a lot from her, are we?
But Jose, tomorrow night's a double eviction, so...
Oh, balls!
Yeah, balls indeed. So if you had to choose someone to go, who would it be out of the four? You've already said Gail, you've got to choose another one.
It's got to be Janice then, hasn't it? Gail and
Janice.
Janice.
She thinks Janice. Let's bring it to the panel, Francine.
No. Do you know, I love Scoop, and I agree with everything Josie has said, but he hasn't given us enough. He hasn't entertained me. Yeah. Chloe and Stevie have entertained me. Yes. I adore them too, for some reason. So I'm scarred they might go. So I want to keep them and Gail. I want Gail to go, and I want Scoop to go.
Yeah. Oh, Solomon.
I like them all. Really like Fat Man Scoop still. Like, I think he's good character.
Oh, you got out of that one, didn't you? Thanks for bringing Jose, we love you. Very quickly, down the panel, Francine, what two do you want out tomorrow?
Scoop and Gail.
Solomon?
I want to go Janice and Gail.
Rusty?
Scoop and Gail, sorry.
What two do you want out?
I want Gail and I want Scoop out.
Janice and Gail.
Janice and Gail.
Gail and Scoop.
Gail and Scoop.
Janice and Gail.
Janice and Gail.
Chloe and Stevie.
And
Scoop.
Scoop! You go and enjoy your popcorn. We're out of time. Give them a round of applause. That is it here for tonight. A massive thank you to all of my guests and our fantastic audience. Thank you. Turn over to 5 Star now for the live feed from the house. I'll be back here tomorrow night at 11 p.m. with our third and fourth evictees, plus Jake Quickenden and my LA BFF Michelle Visage is going to be here as well. Night night.